wish me to return? At once, master. Food is the fuel of any adventure.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must he—
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke—
Is that right? Then you did it once afore, eh?
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them quite stubborn?
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot—
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we—
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather— We mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
It isn't a place I'd like to find good conversation.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Come on then. Let's dance.
You'll not get past me!
Stop! The night sky is a balm to the battle-weary heart. Fighting here. Best we push on. I dare say I could topple such foes with my hands tied behind my back. Shall I give it a try? Oh, that was a sight to behold. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. A hobgoblin! When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
I'm nodding off. I've a pressing duty.
Here I can let down my hair.
Long day of work.
Well met, sis. Patience is all I used to.
Greetings, Your Majesty. You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your do not forget that we work to serve the city.
Welcome to. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a...
Let's take it easy.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on... the roads, despite the... hour. Much obliged. This inspires no... misgivings. The rules at your neck.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
What's this? Come to admire my sculpture. Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
Could use a rest.
If you must go off...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'm not risking my life for a
Always a fresh breeze blowing around here. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one. Now,
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Someone will ask me to dance alone.
it's a thankless job, this. A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
My sword arm could use some work.
Nice place, this.
What is
no
life
hunting.
without a little spice?
This is a peaceful place.
It's the same.
Perfect for meditation. Fits that station.
These soldiers.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently,
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull by the palace. At least here I can listen to some courtly music. Makes the hours go by that much quicker.
So to hasten them along.
You ought not to abandon your post.
You know as well as I do, we're more likely to
I fear I've not useful to share.
Why, no. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity. No. We who are gathered here...
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen.
So don't...
Surely these extravagant...
Our first sovereign in... All this merrymaking is a joy to behold. Such cheek.
Best to remain so... Surely these extravagances can...
Smiles are the finest reward I could ask for.
My sword arm could use some work.
Where might I go to spend a few hours untroubled?
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs.
Methinks I'll have a rest.
Naught compares to real power.
All seems well here, but you can never.
Is there near a chance? I've little enough gold to spend.
Makes us stiff as boards after training.
Should you espy any large monsters clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military. But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will sweep away them. Pommel and point.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour will be right.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you.
Our soldiers need better training.
It's no easy thing, making a living.
What's life without a bit of fun?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Let's take it easy today. Acting else to do. Precious little time. Could have sworn I had all coins no good if you work yourself so adventure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
your lip. Sprinkle of misfortune. Let us
Find myself some work.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads. Despite the hour.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Dear me.
Need anything?
Hoy, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will, though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad. I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, master, but my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance. Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Riddles and monsters with frightful mistake.
It is our duty to see this peace.
I'd soon.
I would appreciate your swift return, master. A fell all unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
I'll not stick my head where it will come.
I'm counting on you. Now you've done it.
Never should have taken this.
Cannot be.
Whatever happened to him, anyhow? Come on then! Try it! Stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
I'm not sure I can handle this.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
You looking to join? Don't bother.
Enough!
have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave.
I must go where duty calls me.
Like the look of this.
They're whispering of me now. I dread to think.
What?
Good to see you, Master.
Such quiet.
Now.
Humility's here.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Places such as this ought to be protected. Wickedness or no. Greetings.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you.
The heavens have forsaken.
All is
do me a world of good.
Would that someone would spare me this agony.
What should I do?
It's been a hard day.
I don't know what to do.
Doctor, listen. My head
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
Glad to see everyone in such fine spirits. Time to head to market.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Aye, got some coin. Much appreciated.
Listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers.
Aye, got some. Much appreciated.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious